Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the post-game show. Welcome to the post-game show. Arizona versus Colorado post-game show. Colorado was victorious, as we see. And just like I predicted, man, they got the running game going, got it balanced, and Shador and them just got sick with it. And the defense, man, the defense came up, got some sacks and everything else, man. They even got a chance to put some of the second and third string in. So yeah, it was overall, it was a really, really, really good game overall. You can't complain about this game right here. This game was on the money. What I'm gonna do is obviously, you know how we do it. We wait for the post game. We wait for the post game speech by Coach Prime, and we go from there. But how did you guys like the game? How do you guys like this game, man? This game was on the money, man. Arizona didn't have anything for them this game. Like I said, they get the Fafita. Yeah, it's a wrap. And for the first time, the roles were reversed. Shador didn't take that much punishment, and he got a sack early on, but it didn't matter. They were just too strong for this team right here. That's what you saw. So it was, excuse me. It was, let me go to the stats while we're waiting. While we're waiting for the Coach Prime to come up. 34-7. That was the final score. 34-7. 34-7. Yeah, 34-7 was the final score. And let me just go to the player stats here, and it tells the story. Shador was 23 for 33. 23 for 33, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but it still didn't matter, man. The offense was just off the hook today. It really was. They were operating on all cylinders. As far as defense rushing, the leading rushers for this game was Charlie Offendahl and Isaiah Augustov. They both had 53 yards. Charlie Offendahl, 7 carries, averaged 7.6 yards per carry. Isaiah, 14 carries, he averaged 3.8. He had a touchdown. Shador, he rushed for 6, but he had a touchdown. He also had a touchdown. Receiving, LeJontay West over 100 yards, 8 receptions, 127 yards. Yeah. Let me see. Let me go right. Let me put this over here. Let me put this. Okay. Yeah. So, basically what you see right here is the receipt. Yeah, LeJontay Wester, 8 receptions, 127 yards. He averaged 15.9. Will Shepard, 4 receptions, 54 yards, a touchdown. What a great touchdown by Will Shepard, man. That was a really good touchdown, one-handed. He had his foot in, and the refs had to look at it, and they came back and gave him the touchdown. Draylon Miller, he had a touchdown. So, yeah, man, it was a really good game. I can't see the defensive stats right now, but they had hella sacks this game. They really got the Fafita this game. Let's look at Fafita. 16 for 26, 138 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I told you it was an interception coming in the live chat before this one. The Russian Quali Conley had 42 yards on 11 carries, averaged 3.8. So they had a really tough day rushing. And their McMillan, their star, he only had 38 yards as far as receiving, no touchdowns. They shut him down. The defensive back, the DBs in the secondary shut him down. And they pretty much, the tail of this, they shut down the receivers. Now, Chris Hunter, he had 1 touchdown, but that was it. They really shut these wide receivers down. They sure did. They shut them down. But that defensive line went to work today. Okunlola, a few sacks. A few others had sacks as well. Yeah, man, they really got to the kid today. For sure. They got to him. Yeah, it's a breakthrough game, right? Yeah, man, breakthrough game. It was a really good game, though. It was a really good, balanced game. And they got the running game going early. And they didn't need to run for a lot of yards, but it was effective. It was the flow of the game. Everything was nice and neat as far as offense is concerned. Let me see. Hey, Reginald Green, thank you for the dono. He said, I'm glad they stepped up this week. Last week, I was pissed off. I was pissed. Good job. Thank you, Reginald Green. Yes, exactly. But, it was really, it's any given Saturday, man. Nebraska lost today. It was a really good balanced attack. Yeah, even coach at the end of the game, he took the headphones off, gave it to, what's his name? He called him Jockey. He said, go ahead and coach, man. Go ahead and coach, man. I'm done, man. He pulled a Red Auerbach. If anybody know Red Auerbach, when, they won all those titles in the Boston Garden, the Boston Celtics, when they get up by a certain amount, he sit back and light up a cigar and let his other coaches do the job. He just sit back and enjoy the game, man. He pulled a Red Auerbach, man, this game. So they can still climb to the top of the division. It just depends on what's going to happen for the rest of the season with the other teams. But as long as they keep winning, hey, man, they one game away from being bowl eligible, man. 1 game away. And this is a different feel from last year. Definitely a different feel. Let me see here. Let's see. I'm just going to wait for a second. It's not up yet. The post game is not exactly up yet, but once it comes up, I'm definitely going to go to Coach Prime and listen. He should be pleased with this game. Obviously there's a few things they need to tighten up, but other than that, man, they were supposed to win this game. I had said that in the live chat before, man, and hey, that live chat it aged very well, didn't it? If you listen to it, it aged very well. They did everything. They got to Noah Fafita, man. They got to him, and they couldn't get nothing going. They did get a touchdown, but they couldn't really get nothing going against this team, man. It was a well-oiled machine. They played every snap of the ball hard. Every snap. Every snap of the ball on defense, they gave it their all on this one. Now, Travis, he didn't even have to finish the game. They sat him out. That was good. They sat him out. They wanted to take precaution on him because, remember, he got his whole career ahead of him. So it's good to just take him out, because he got The NFL awaits him. So if he aggravated something, just go ahead and take him out. Did Miami play yet? You said not having Travis and confused them because they got other wide receivers and they got other cornerbacks, CBs that handle the job. Man, Hood can handle the job. He definitely can, and he's proven it time and time again. Especially last week, he can handle the job. Let's see. I'm just waiting for. They didn't. Coach Prime probably is still addressing the team right now. He didn't. They didn't come up yet. But when they do, we gonna listen to it. But yeah, man, nice, exciting game, man. This was a relaxing game. This was a nice, relaxing game, man. You said Alabama is losing to Tennessee. I was watching a little bit of it often, at commercial break. I'll go back and forth. Yeah, they losing to Tennessee. Man, Tennessee playing them, man. That's what happens, man. It don't matter who you playing. Just go out and play your game. But Colorado, man, they inching up. They're gonna inch up in the division eventually. Um, Especially if some people lose, they're gonna be right there at the top, and they're peaking at the right time. Um, yeah, they're peaking at the right time, which is good. This is the time of the season where you're working out all the kinks and stuff like that. They damn sure did on that defensive line. Man, listen, they did such a good job on the defensive line. I don't know how many times they changed right tackle. Arizona. They changed like 3 times. They pulled the right tackle, then pulled another one, then pulled another one. They played all 3 of their right tackles, man. Colorado was just giving it to them, man. Shout out to Coach Lewis and Coach Sapp for getting that defensive line together. And shout out to them, man. Shout out to oh my God, what's the I don't have my notes in front of me, but the defensive end for Colorado that transferred in. Oh my God, with the face paint. That guy's a problem, man. You see how he broke up that play? He just punished that dude, man. He was out there smiling. He was having it his way out there. Lola was having it his way too. They just couldn't do nothing for him. They just couldn't. They didn't have anything for him today. That's just what it was. So Milrow just got intercepted. B.J. Green, thank you. Man, B.J. Green, he got him a sack. He broke up this play. Man, he broke it up so bad, man. I didn't think the guy was going to get up. I heard that hit. I heard that hit from where I was sitting. I felt it. Man, you can't say he don't play hard. Lola was right with him. They was out there quarterback hunting today. I said it before the game. I said they're going to go out and hunt, and they're going to, after you hunt, you eat. And they definitely feasted today, going for the quarterback. Shout out to the defensive line coaches, man, for getting them up to speed. You said the Tennessee Volunteers rolled on the Tide. Whoever bet on that game, man, congratulations, because you got some money if you bet on Tennessee. I always bet for the underdog, man. I didn't have no action this week, except for Colorado. That was about it. And I'm always betting on them regardless, whether it's a small win or a big win. You said Cincinnati and Colorado are both 5-2. Yeah, man, that's gonna be. Let me check for this press conference. Yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, so Cincinnati. Yeah, that's definitely the next game. And that is a home game for Colorado. And guess what, guys? They playing Colorado again, man. It's messed up. Y'all know what time that game start on the East Coast, man? 10:15 p.m., man. Here we go again. Here we go again with these late games. 10:15 p.m. next week. Saturday, October 26th, 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, for the West Coast, that's perfect for you guys. That's another sleep game. You know, sleep, wake up, go back to sleep, then go play some football. And Lord help us if it rains. Nope, 10:15 p.m. is the start time. Cincinnati is traveling into Boulder. 10:15 p.m., folks, is the start time. They playing them again, man. It's like they trying to jinx them, man. They playing them. They doing it again. But see, Colorado, they should be used to it by now, though. They should be used to these night games by now, so I'm not worried about it. At this point, not worried about it no more. Not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Because this is ridiculous. And I know Prime going to have something to say about it. He probably already knew ahead of time that was going to be at 10 something. So next week, you'll have your whole Saturday to do what you have to do. And you could take a nap, wake up, set your alarm, and the game still didn't start yet. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, if KC State lose. Yeah. Did they play yet? Did KC? I didn't check for that game. Damn, Alabama lost to Tennessee. That was big. 24-17. Man, if they keep losing, you know who they're going to call for, right? I'm just not starting no trouble right now. You know who they're going to start calling for. I've already told you. You know who they're going to stay. They both do the commercials together. So he got that connection already. I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you. They're going to start calling for him. But they still got their whole season, though. I mean, it's still a lot more football to play. But they trying to make the playoffs. See, Alabama fans are spoiled. They're spoiled under the Nick Saban era, right? This ain't the Nick Saban era no more, so they got to relax. I see the fan. Okay, now I'm starting to see on Twitter what the fans are saying. They already digging into the coach, man. Already. So you already know what's going to happen. You know they're going to try to kidnap the coach, man. They're going to try to kidnap Prime, man. They're going to try to kidnap him. But don't let it happen, Boulder. Do you hear me? I want you to guard Prime with everything because he is setting up the next Alabama over here. Slowly but surely. He's setting up the next Alabama dynasty, but the next Colorado situation. Because if I'm a betting man, he has a quarterback coming. He does. He has one in his back pocket that he can bring in. Because they have the same quarterback coach. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, you know. I'm talking about transfer portal. You get it? He get in the transfer portal. Play his last couple years. And then NFL. Because Colorado, they be producing NFL quarterbacks. You get it? You know who I'm talking about. You already know what I'm talking about. He's from Virginia. He playing in Virginia, isn't he? Yeah, he playing in Virginia. So they already got one in their back pocket. I already know. I'm just thinking. I'm just talking right now. But I think they got one in their back pocket. So Shador and them, they're going to leave Colorado in good hands. For sure they are. They're going to leave the old man in good hands, man. I'm just telling you. No, I'm not talking about Juju. But that's still not out of the realm of possibility. It's not. And then also, there's a few defensive linemen that has redshirted from big schools. If you know, you know. There's some Alabama has some people redshirt. that I was surprised that they redshirted. We're gonna have some people graduating from Colorado and stuff like that going to the NFL, but there's gonna be, as Coach Prime say, a plethora of players in that transfer portal. One is at USC, and I was surprised. Somebody told me he redshirted. I said, "Wait a minute, you sure?" But we'll see. So yeah, they definitely gonna have a quarterback on deck. They definitely gonna have a quarterback on deck, man. I'm telling you, that's where it starts. And then, man, they even put Cash Cleveland in the game, man. Cash Cleveland went in the game acting like he belonged out there, man. You know, the IMG connection. They had two IMG connections on that line, man. And they both were looking at each other. They both knew. They already knew. They know each other's mannerisms. It's crazy. He was out there directing traffic before the snap. Yeah, I love how the centers do that, man. Remind me of Jeff Saturday, how he used to do it. But yeah, so they're in good hands, man. They have a nice, solid foundation. They got a lot of players, strong players, that are coming back at the wide receiver position. I like that some of the young wide receivers got some work today. They look good out there. Now, he should have caught that touchdown, but it was holding. The refs didn't call it. I don't know why they didn't call it. That was defensive pass interference on our second string wide receiver. I'm just letting y'all know. It was you can't grab him by like his shoulder and keep grabbing on. He's trying to catch the ball. The refs didn't call it. I'm like, damn, did the refs didn't call it because Colorado threw on that play? Why they didn't call it? But anyway, they still won the game, though. You don't leave it in the hands of the refs. Shout out to Mata. He was perfect today. You know, shout out to Mata, Alejandro Mata. He just did what he had to do, went in there. He's quiet, but he go in there and do what he has to do. Point blank, period. But I told you, man, as long as you protect Shador, get that running game going, he's going to do something nasty. You remember how they sacked him, right? And he came back and threw a bomb, to Wester. I was like, oh, my God. That was nasty. They sacked him, right? They lost some yardage. He came back on third down and threw a bomb to Wester. They weren't expecting it. They were not expecting. They was expecting a medium pass, or a pass to. I'm not sure if Travis was still out there, but he threw that bomb to Wester. Man, I was like, see, you never know who's gonna catch it. That you never know who's gonna catch the bomb, man. And Shador, he threw it early too. He threw the bomb early. It was crazy. I was like, oh my God, I already knew how this game was going. I already knew how the game was going. Let's see. Okay. I see that press conference, but I want to, hold on, I see it. The press conference is there. They already had it. That's crazy how they just have it. But let me, all right, I guess I'll go with this one. Let me see. Yeah, I'll go with this one.
Linebackers, they play their lights out. I'm taking the linebackers to state 316 tomorrow. I appreciate them, and that's just how life goes. You don't go through it. You just gotta keep going, keep working, and see it through.
I'm proud of you. We weren't worried about you. You know we weren't worried about you. That's the first time they ever saw you vulnerable, so they attack you like vultures. This is how America is. So.
But you're a good coach. You told them I played horrible. I got it in me to do better.
Lie.
And
yeah. Other thing about him that was funny to me is that I said somewhat of the same thing in UCLA last year, and they said I threw my team up under the bus, but they ain't say nothing when I said that about my son.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but he's the hardest. He might ease up on Shador a little bit, but he's the hardest on me. But him and Coach Livingston sent me on that blitz early in the game, build my confidence up, and you know I just
never lost no darn confidence. What you talking about?
It's just when you send me on a blitz like that, make a play early on. It's just good coming off that week last week. So,
any questions for Charlotte so you can get out of here?
Nikki, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through ups and downs, and you know, it's better for me that I went through the down. It made me lock in more, made me watch all my film, made me just prepare to the highest level that I could to come and contribute to this win. Shout out the front, the linebackers. They played their lights out. I'm taking the linebackers to state 316 tomorrow. I appreciate them, and you know, that's just how life goes. You're gonna go through it. You just gotta keep going, keep working, and see it through.
Proud of you. We weren't worried about you. You know we weren't worried about you. That's the first time they ever saw you vulnerable, so they attack you like vultures. This is how America is. So.
But you're a good coach. You told them I played horrible. I got it in me to do better. And
Other thing about him that was funny.
State 316 tomorrow. I appreciate them.
Any questions for Charlotte so you can get out of here?
He's the hardest on me, but him.
All right, I'm gonna have to wait for a better one. I didn't like that one. It was chopped up. Let me see. Let me find another one. No, it's not out yet. Let's see. Now that first player on Arizona, his name is Trey Smith, that got the sack on Shador. That was the late great what was his name? Smith used to play with the New Orleans Saints. That was his son, Trey Smith. He looked just like him. Will Smith, excuse me. That was Will Smith's son that got the that was Will Smith's son, that the late Will Smith son that got the sack on Shador. Looked just like Will Smith. He played like him too. Named Trey Smith. And some other NFL kids was on that team too. But notably Will Smith's son. You know, they had Will Smith was so great, they nicknamed one of his moves the Will Smith. But yeah, his son was on that team. I had talked about that even before the game started. Look out for him. And here he did. He had a sack on Shador. But yeah, shout out to the team. They had a really good all right, let's see what this one is here. Okay. We got something. Hold on. We got something here.
About it, how deep this room really is. We got 8 guys who can go out there and all contribute, and we're not gonna miss a step or lose a beat or anything like that. So, a bunch of guys out there that can play.
Ryan, go ahead. Just for both of you guys, big picture wise, this is twice now you guys have responded to a loss with a dominant.
how did you feel going into this game? How did you see it presented on the field?
Well, my whole thing this week was just preparation and stopping the run and protecting the quarterback. We knew we could eventually get the run going. We changed backs, of course, just giving everybody a shot. Everybody's got a shot. I think Charlie started. Everybody started at least once this year, and I think that's fair. That's fair to do. But the young men responded. I was on them not just about football, but about life, and especially the seniors getting prepared for life and taking advantage of opportunities that you have right in front of you. And this was a tremendous opportunity to start a run that we want to go upon. So I'm proud of the young men. I'm proud of the staff as well as the support staff. We got a tremendous support staff as well.
Brian, go ahead. Well, I just had a question. I just had a shot of it. But is there something you guys have found with the road that you guys maybe bond a little bit differently?
You're spending time together. We bond regardless of where we are. I'm not going to say I can't pinpoint it, but we're focused. We focus, and we really focus on the little things. The night before, the meetings that we have are phenomenal. The walkthroughs are phenomenal. Just the overall focus and the understanding. Sometimes we like to be booed and naysayed and all that, and we get that on the road. And I think we're attracted to that somewhat.
Adam, go ahead.
7 sacks today, 2 of them
Yeah.
by a guy we hadn't seen much before.
Right.
Keaton Wade.
Phenomenal.
How's he been coming along?
Phenomenal. I just brought him up before the team. Never complained, never bickered, never murmured. Never said poor little old me. Just worked his butt off rehab, got himself together. When he got the opportunity in practice, whether it was the regular team or scout team, he went full speed. So guys like that, you got to find a place for them so they could play the game of football. You got to create a package for him so he could be on the field. And he got in the package that we had for him, and he did what he does. And I'm proud of him because he can play inside and outside. He's very versatile, and he's a great kid. I mean, he does his schoolwork. We never worry about him about being late or missing anything. The kid is always on time, and we're proud of him.
Tyler, go ahead.
Coach, I want to ask about the onside kick that they did to start the
Yeah.
game. I mean, is that kind of the focus you're talking about, where you guys don't panic in that moment and then you
Yeah.
make them pay for it with a touchdown?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of disrespectful too. You know, to start it off like that, it's like we're gonna get an onside kick because you're thinking that we're not prepared. We prepare for a lot of situational football throughout the week, especially on Friday. So, hats off to the special teams and the guys up front. We put guys up there that are athletes so they could recover onside kicks or whatever may happen, and that was a surprise. And we're happy that we got it, go right down and score.
Was that just a sign that you guys were ready? Your team was locked in for
Well,
this game?
you're happy that you recovered. It could have went the other way, but we responded tremendously.
Matt, go ahead.
How about an update on Travis? How's he doing? So he didn't
Sore,
dress in the
a
second
little
half.
banged up. Sore and banged up. Travis wanted to play. I don't know if he was quite 100% ready, but half of Travis is a whole of somebody. So you got to understand, but it affects us on two sides of the ball. But he went out there and showed face and tried his best to do what he's capable of doing. But, you know, the first fade we threw to him and he couldn't extend and go get it, and he kind of reacted late. It's not Travis. I said, man, that's not you. What are you doing? Are you okay? And he didn't want to come off the field. You know how he is. But I'm proud of him. The kid is phenomenal. He's a competitor, and he just wanted to play.
What was his week in practice like? How much did he eat in practice?
Not much, or if any. Yeah. You know, Travis is the kind of guy you don't worry about on Saturdays. We don't worry about that on Saturdays. Yeah.
Brian, go ahead.
Just offensively, Coach, obviously maybe didn't finish where you guys wanted to, but the way it started.
Right.
How pleased were you with the way you guys came out? You guys don't always start that fast.
Yeah, we really challenged the coordinators on both sides of the ball about the starts, and we showed statistics of our 2 losses and how we started and the productivity that we didn't have in the 2 losses that we had in the first half. If you do your homework on the numbers, they're astronomical, lopsided. We are second half. We always play. We're in shape. We're conditioned. We always come back and fight hard in the second half. But it was imperative that we get out to a tremendous start in the first half, and that's what we're focused on in practice. We even flipped the practice schedule and changed the way we practice this week. You know, usually we go out there, tempo, this, that. We start out with special teams. Thank God, that's what we started every practice with, special teams, and they were special today to even get that onside kick. So I think changing the schedule was tremendous for us as well.
Coach, speaking about your defense a little bit,
Mhm.
you know, average almost 300 yards a game this
Mhm.
season, and you guys held him to his lowest passing yard game of his career. How much does that speak to your defense's preparation effort?
We have a tremendous defense. I like where we're headed. I like where we're going. The main thing is we're not who we used to be, but we sure ain't where we want to be. That kid is phenomenal. The middle and receiver is phenomenal. Those kids are first round draft choices in my eyes. And thank God we were able to nullify them. But it's hard when you don't have a running game to complement that. It's hard on everyone. I think we know that firsthand. But those kids have a phenomenal future. They're phenomenal football players, and I'm just thankful we got the best of them today. Let me go out and underscore this too. I thought President Obama is everything to me. I mean, I love him, I admire him, I respect him tremendously. But I heard what he said. You know, President, I heard what you said, man. Like, come on. That's why I really don't get into politics. I'm into people, because politicians they play the political game, and he was here and had to play the political game. So they have two good players. We got more than two good players, but you're here, so you had to support that. And what he said, they won the last 3 meetings or 2 meetings, something like that. He did his homework. Somebody gave him some great statistics. But President, come on, man, you my man. I love you. I appreciate you. But come on, dog. God bless you. I still love you.
Jake, go ahead.
Coach, the offensive line has been under fire a lot under your regime, but to see them go out there only allow 1 sack and run the ball like they did.
Yeah, well, that's something that we focused on as well, and we just got to stop the little mistakes. You know, we're having at least 3 mistakes up front, and we got to just eliminate those things. We're showing the most penalized group on this team comes from that group, but because it's 5 of them in that group, but we got to be a little more disciplined. We really focused on the penalties this week as well, and I think we're minimal. I think probably our best day penalty-wise. I know we got a couple at the end, but that's probably was our best day with the lack thereof of penalties. We got a couple bonehead penalties which provoked their first score. I think we had unnecessary roughness that wasn't called for, and that helped them score their first touchdown.
6 or 7 penalties. Nicky, go ahead.
Yeah.
Just on a similar note with the offensive line, just throughout the season, you guys have been rotating guys in and out of the guard position. Just throughout this season, what's been the importance on rotating guys, kind of moving out in and out of the guard
position? Trying to find that click, trying to find that fit. It's like when you put a key into the ignition and you turn it. Like if it don't work, it wasn't right. So you're just trying to find that mesh who works well with others and who could come in on short notice. And you, in this day and age of portaling, you want to kind of keep guys happy as well that can possibly play. You don't want dogs sitting over there on the sideline if they don't get an opportunity to get in the game. I think we utilize 8. I think we utilized 8 offensive linemen today that played a tremendous amount of snaps, and we're proud of that. Because now offensive linemen that you're recruiting or you're grabbing out of the portal understand there's an opportunity to play like our freshmen. When we go grab a freshman, we want them to play, and they understand that you can play this game as a freshman here in Colorado.
Couple more, Romy, go ahead.
Coach, you say you're not who you were, you're not where you want to be. You surpassed your win
total.
Well,
we ain't where we want to be, but we sure ain't where we used to be.
So you've already surpassed your win total from last year.
But we still ain't got Peggy straight yet.
Yeah, I was going to say you're 1 win away from getting Peggy to a bowl.
Yeah, we got to get Peggy straight. Now, we don't want to just get Peggy to a bowl. Now, Peggy got great taste. Peggy's sophisticated. She's a lady. So we want to make sure we get her to a nice bowl, not just any bowl. Yeah.
So when you say where you want to be, what is that?
We want to win. We want to win at all costs. But I value winning differently. I don't want to just win on the field. I want to win off the field. I want to win in the classroom. I want to win in the communities. You saw that last week. Our kids did a phenomenal job going to support Lawan. I mean, I want to win in all facets of life with these young men, and that's something I think we're on our way to do.
I was going to ask you about that moment. You brought a bunch of kids with you to Casey Middle School last week. Yeah. Why was that important for you to do?
I think only you are important. Everybody's important. I don't demean or denounce anyone's importance. I want, especially if there's a problem that we can particularly help solve and bring solvency to. I want peace, man. I want love. I want joy. I want everybody to smile. I want everybody to have an opportunity to elevate in some form or fashion. So getting that letter from the father and reading it and then having contact with this young man and seeing him crying his heart out it's touching. It touched me and it provoked me to move. And that's what I feel like I am. I'm a mover. I like to move people and move people in the right direction. And that's something that our kids, when I saw them over the shoot, you know how wonderful that was, man? You know how beautiful that was for our team to go support this man, I mean, they don't know him, I mean, but they understood the message and they reacted. And I love it. I love it 100%. That's what it's all about.
Two more, Brian, go ahead.
Sure. We're talking about some of the guys that got to play today. That normally don't play. How big of a deal is that for you guys? For the morale of the
Tremendous.
team when those guys get to play.
First of all, a multitude of those guys are on the scout team, and they're always giving us a look. So they're the guys that are preparing us to go do what we just did. So to get to see them out there and to see Ben finish that, you know, see Braden Key, we call it two first names. To see two first names and to see some of these guys, 3-6 Mafia, you know, I got nicknames for everybody. And I think Opie got the kick off a couple times. I mean, we and Johnny Appleseed. We call them all you know, our era. We call them all. I make up names that's my era. They don't even know who these people are. So I'm happy and elated. They get an opportunity to fulfill their dream. Sometimes it's just their dream, man. They just want to run out there in their CU uniform. I'm upset that we hadn't gotten Charlie to paint though. So I went out there and told the kid, I said, come on, man. Charlie hadn't scored a touchdown. He got one, but he was called back early in his career. I want to see Charlie score. That's what I want. But I'd rather do it at home. I'll take the penalty, too.
Last one, go ahead.
Coach, this is an Arizona defense that has played well against some great offenses this season. For Shador to sit in that pocket and deliver like he did, what does that say to his boys?
We have tremendous potential. We have a tremendous offense. Today we displayed a tremendous amount of balance. The only thing, he didn't protect the ball well. That's what we got into it about on the sideline. But he's better than that, and I know what he could possibly do. You got to understand, when I'm looking at Shador and he's 23 for 33, that's not him. Like, I'm looking at Shador's like 29 for 33. You know, no picks. Like, come on, man, nobody touch your ball. You better than that. So I'm on him about focusing in the totality of the game. But overall, offensively, as well as defensively and special teams, I like the product we put on. And Mata was outstanding today. Mate was outstanding. Mark was outstanding today. They almost blocked the punt. I think he put it inside the 10. So it was an overall effort that I'm truly proud of. Can't wait to get on this plane, get our butt back to Boulder. Kids, somebody give me a weather update. It's not snowing, is it?
It's chilly though. It's not snowing out. Yeah, it's snowing up in the mountains.
It's snowing in the mountains?
Yeah.
So, but I like to see the snow in the mountains. That's part of what we talk about with Colorado. So are the mountains covered with snow?
Not covered yet, but I'm sure it's snowing.
Oh, yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
We'll get there.
We'll see him.
If it's below 50, I don't go outside anyway. We have a wonderful indoor. I'm a Florida boy. Don't forget that. God bless you all. I wish you the best. Thank you so much for your support, your love, and your hate at times. But I appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for blessing my son too.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that from you guys, especially you.
What's going on? Jake, you want to start it?
Sure. Earl, just how good did it feel for you guys to go out there and have another dominating victory after last week?
Great feeling after last week, starting off. Last week ending the way it did, we really wanted to emphasize starting fast and going out, scoring 28 points in the first half, pretty much sealing the deal early. That's what we went out and did.
Keaton, Coach Prime talks to us all the time about what you put in practice. If you put in the time and in the work and you make those plays, you'll get rewarded with playing time. What was that process like for you to kind of earn your way onto the field?
For me, I just kept my head down, just made sure I worked and did what he asked and wanted as a team. And Coach Livingston and him just let me have the opportunity this week to showcase my skills.
Did it feel for you like you've been building to this point?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. I mean, I've just been waiting to get back on the field. Been over a year since I've been on the field, so it's been exciting.
Brian.
Can you talk about the injury you've had, and was there a point that you just kind of were losing some confidence because you weren't getting back on the field?
Yeah, so it was a fifth metatarsal foot injury. I injured in high school too, so I didn't know what the rehab was like, but it did definitely go. My confidence level did go down, but I just made sure to show up every day and work. So,
Tyler, go ahead.
Well, I think you finished 9 for 18 on third down, but you started 5 for 5, you were for 11 at one point. I mean, how important were those conversions and some of the guys like Isaiah getting you guys ahead of the sticks, making sure you were in those kind of third and manageable situations kind of all game?
I mean, I think that's why the first half looked the way it looked, getting those crucial third downs. Obviously, LaJonte going to work in the slot. making it happen for us. The running game was way better this week, so I think that really helped us a lot too.
Will, walk us through the touchdown catch. Did you think you were in initially? What were you thinking as they were?
All I seen was the closest judge rule it out, and then the judge farthest away came and started talking to him, saying, I heard him say left foot, and then they showed it on the screen, and I saw it was in.
How far do you feel your offense has progressed? It feels like since the start of the season to where you guys are now, you're starting to learn more about who you really are. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I think we're really getting that chemistry. You know, we brought a bunch of new guys in, so there's going to be growing pains early, and I think we're really starting to get in the flow, and I think you can see that, especially in that first half, just dialing it up every play.
Keaton, I think you guys had 7 sacks today.
Mhm.
They'd only allowed 6 in the first 6 games.
Right.
What did you guys see that you were able to get to them more than anybody else has?
Just honestly, just playing together, just rushing as one with the 4 of us on the line. I felt like it's very important just to rush together, and you see how the outcome, how it outcomes. So I'm just glad we got the good sacks.
Well, I mean, obviously they have the onside kick on the first play. How personal did you guys kind of take it that you got great field position, you wanted to make them pay for it kind of right away, which you guys did?
Yeah, that was crazy. I couldn't believe they tried that, and for them to give us the opportunity to have a short field, I think isn't really the smartest thing to do with the offensive firepower that we have, and we went out, scored first drive, and didn't look back.
And then kind of without Travis today, I mean, what does this say about your team that you guys have you and LeJounte, guys who are used to being kind of #1 guys, that you're just kind of able to, even if he's down or banged up, you're able to still have you guys that are able to carry the load?
We talked about it all summer. I've tweeted about it, how deep this room really is. We got 8 guys who can go out there and all contribute, and we're not going to miss a step or lose a beat or anything like that. So a bunch of guys out there that can play.
Ryan, go ahead. Just for both of you guys, big picture-wise, this is twice now you guys are responding to a loss with a dominating win on the road, and to start the second half like this, just what does this mean for this as a team to be able to perform like this and kind of get the second half started?
Shoot, as a team, I feel like we just need to keep going, keep the momentum rolling. Just head into practice like we did our winning weeks, and just practice good, practice like it's a game, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, just building off what we did today, not coming out next game and starting slow, keeping the same pace that we're going at right now.
Anything else for these guys?
Well, with each win, does it feel like you're seeing more buy-in in the locker room? Like, are you starting to see guys get more fired up coming off of wins as you stack them?
Yeah, I think everybody's been bought in since I got here in the summer. There's never really been any doubt in what we have. We know what we have as a team. We know where we can go and where we're trying to go. And I think it's just these wins are just instill more confidence every week.
To Keaton, just quickly, I mean, you guys were able to force the turnover 2 plays after the offense fumble. I mean, how important was that, and how much of a confidence was that to give the offense right back after they had a fumble?
Yeah, it's important just for him to know, like, the defense got their back and the offense got our back. So we just make plays together, play as one team, and we'll get the win.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.
I got one more thing. Questions for Stewart?
Sure, you guys were, I think, five of your first 5 on third down. You were 8 for 11 at one point. I mean, how efficient and how effective was the third down offense, and how important was that for you guys in the first half?
It was great being able to move the ball up and down the field, and whenever it got to third down, we're not just going 3 and out, so we're extending drives and keeping the defense off the field. So it was great football.
And Isaiah was getting you guys kind of staying ahead of the sticks. You weren't in those 3rd and long situations. How important was that? Just kind of leaning on him early on downs.
Well, no, it was extremely important. He came in and he started this week, and he knew he had a job he had to do. And I told him in certain situations, like, you got to get it, no matter what. So it was definitely must-win downs that he had to do what he had to do.
Will was just in here saying how he didn't think it would be wise to start a game with an onside kick against an offense as explosive as yours, and your dad was also surprised by it. What were your thoughts when they started like that and gave you a short field right to go?
Oh, I didn't know why they did that, but it was probably, he probably thought it through and like, oh, we're going to get it back. And I don't know. It's just risk. It's just risk you take,
This far through the season, do you feel like your offense is developing more and more and more to the point where you feel comfortable, maybe more so than at the start of the year, with where you're at now offensively with your system?
I wouldn't say that. I would say each task is different. You go through different things with just the same group of guys. So it's more work, like more like task on hand. You know, you got more chemistry with everybody in a real life situation. So I feel like that's all it is.
Go ahead.
Sure, this is the second time this year that you guys are responding to a loss with a dominating road win. Is there something that impresses you about this team's ability to just respond to adversity more so than a year ago? Obviously, it seemed like when it hit, you guys would kind of not respond as well.
Yeah, I mean that's just the expectation. Coming here, the players that transferred in, they understand. You know, everything is not going to be easy, and especially the way how the games were early on. You know, we had a little bit of everything. You know, so it prepared us for now the second half of our season.
Nikki, go ahead.
Two-parter. When was the last time you saw Zay?
Oh, it been a minute. He was in Denver one time whenever they played the Broncos, and I wasn't able to hang out with him. But last time I seen him, it was a long time ago.
How good was it to see him today, especially with you guys getting the win?
Oh no, it was amazing. I told him every time I see his chain, it's like I want that exact chain that he has. So that's what I was more excited to see was his chain than him, almost. But no, I was always excited to see him. I told him, you know, this off season we're gonna definitely be out here working out and training. So.
One more, Adam. Go ahead.
Cash Cleveland got in the game a little bit. You don't often see a true freshman walk on, get meaningful snaps out there. What's his development been like?
Really good. Cash is a funny guy overall. He's just a character. I wish he was in here to talk, you know, so y'all be entertained. But he's a real funny guy, and I'm just excited. You know, he stepped in the role and he handled his business.
Got two more. Brian, go ahead.
Sure, I know you're a perfectionist, and so when you look at this game, obviously it's a big win, but your dad even pointed out the ball control was not great, a couple interceptions, fumble. How much of that stuff, does that bother you, and what do you think was going on with those things today?
Overall, right now I'm just focused on the win. You know, I'm focused on, you know, situations could be way worse. We could have had what happened when we played Stanford, you know, happen. You know, so we would be worried about way more things than a couple mistakes. So we're gonna clean those up, watch the film just during the week, and talk, you know, our way through everything and the why and get all that figured out. But I think most importantly, we're gonna focus on the win and just be thankful that we have this opportunity to be happy after the game.
Last one, Jake. Go ahead.
Shador, you recruited LeJohntay to Colorado in the offseason. Just what's it like playing half of the season now with him now and just having the performance he had today?
Yeah, no, it's real fun. It's real fun. Early on it was a little tough, you know, because he a great receiver, and it's really all the receivers. It was tough early on, you know, getting everybody adjusted to knowing that the ball's gonna get spread around everywhere. It's just patience, you know. So you get a guy that came from FAU where he was, you know, the best receiver there, getting all the targets, to now everybody is a great player, you know. So that was the only thing at first that he understand coming here. You know, my everything's gonna go down a little bit, you know. So then he worked his way into the best situations for him, the best situations, and him knowing, okay, this is my play, okay, this is his play, and everybody really playing complementary as a receiver group. That's what's most important. That's why it hurts us the most. You know, we lost 82 Terrell, because everybody plays their part. You know, when one guy goes down, when Travis is out, you know, that's when a lot of other guys go in. So that's why it's real sad that, you know, is out and Terrell is out. But the freshmen they got in, they stepped up, they made some catches, they did what they had to do. But yeah, overall it's fun. Everybody understands the playing style, everybody understands each other now, so we're just gonna always play to their strengths.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Now we're done.
Now we're done.
All right, guys. So you heard it there. That was the full press conference. Arizona versus Colorado post game. It was a really good game. Like I said, just to recap, it was a really good game. Oh, by the way, let me just go back. That was Keaton Wade talking, and shoot. what is it? Keaton Wade and oh my God, my mind is slipping me right now. Will Shepherd. They were up there talking as well. Keaton Wade and Will Shepherd. And we heard from Shiloh a little bit. Coach Prime. Coach Prime, funny man. I didn't hear what Obama said about the team, saying that they got one or two good players, like that. So he really wasn't following. That's really what. Let me see something. That's really what he pretty much was saying. He really wasn't following like that. The whole progress like we were. So yeah, he said they had one or two good players, and that's it. Obama wasn't following, man. He wasn't following what's going on over here. But trust me, in time he will. He gonna be following now for sure. For sure, he's gonna be following it. But yeah, man. You said I'll take Shador over Cam any day, any week. Yeah, man. Shador is solid, man. He's battle tested. You know what I'm saying? He's it goes without saying. We said I love my bus, but they should have scored 50 plus on this team. He said easy they failed to finish on offense. Nah, man. I mean, games get you. Sometimes you don't always get a blowout, but this pretty much was a blowout. It pretty much was. If you were watching the game, like the flow of the game, it was pretty much a blowout. Now they didn't win by 50 plus, but yeah, it was a blowout. Arizona couldn't get nothing going on them. They got to Fafita and they put pressure on them, got a few sacks, stuff like that. They shut down their star wide receiver. This was a blowout. They shut down their star wide receiver. That's a future first round draft pick. They shut him down today. So yeah, it was a blowout for sure. And they couldn't get the running game going. It's a blowout. It was a blowout in many ways, not just the score. The score doesn't tell the story. This was there was some mistakes here and there, but I mean, we strive for perfection. They were damn near close to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like how they played, man. I really do. This is a really good step going into the rest of the season. Because anything can happen depending on what teams, how they do. They could be at the top of the division in no time. Just a matter of time. And again, I have them playing for the conference title. If they play for the conference title, they're going to win it. And if they win the conference title, they're in the playoffs. They have an automatic bid into the 12-man playoff just from winning the Big 12. That's what Coach Prime said. He don't want to just go to any bowl game. He want to go to a special bowl game. He had to hold himself back, but he said he's just winning off the field. In fact, I think they were blessed this week. I believe in that. Blessings come back to you in many ways, not just monetarily. They went to school and helped the kid out. He's never going to forget that for the rest of his life. He's always going to have a connection to NFL players and players moving on. He'll never forget that. And I think they were blessed for that. They were blessed for it. We got out of this game with no injuries. I don't think there was no injuries reported. Travis did go out. They just, wanted to keep him out. He wasn't fresh yet. So Coach Prime said, no, you got to stay out. But that's just Coach Prime protecting him for the rest of his future. That's all that is. He got a lot of money in that first round. Remember, that guaranteed bonus money is guaranteed. Top 5 picks, they get a lot of money. So he just protecting the investment. He just protecting, not his investment, he protecting Travis bottom line here. But he still got more football to play. And he'll probably be back next week, I'm sure, probably. We'll see. But other than that, man, it was a good game, man. Even Keaton Wade went in there. I believe he got a sack. Arden Walker got a sack. Um, so yeah, man. I like that blitz play that Shiloh was talking about. They called a blitz play, and he went in and he put a tattoo on Noah Fafita. He sure did, and he said that got him going for the rest of the game. So yeah, man. And he said he taking his linebackers out to dinner. He should, because he didn't have to lead the team in tackles this time. His linebackers are doing their job. So it was overall a nice balance today. So they got a lot to celebrate about, for this next 24 hours. Moving ahead, their next game, both teams are they have the same record. Both teams have the same record here. Cincinnati. So that's a home game, and I'm gonna give my takes on that game next week. But yeah, man, that's gonna be a W. But I'll get into why I think it's gonna be a W, because I go back down to statistics, and the numbers don't lie. They have a high-powered offense here. If Travis is out the game, somebody is going to step up, and we saw that Wester caught that bomb when. By the way, that person that sacked Shador, that's the late great Will Smith's son. That's Trey Smith. Remember Will Smith from the New Orleans Saints? That's his son. He looks just like him, and he got that sack. So, but then Shador came back and threw a bomb to Wester. So I'm like, man, that's how this game gonna go. Yeah. So it got ugly, man. They couldn't do nothing. The defensive line, they're being coached by Coach Lewis and Coach Sapp, and it shows. Their coaching shows. That defensive line didn't look like how it was last year. It definitely, they had to work out some kinks, of course, because it takes a while. It's one thing to practice, and it's another thing to get some game time in. Once you get the game time in under the lights, now you can make some adjustments, and they sure did make the adjustments. They made the adjustments, and that was it. They made the adjustments. The defense, worked out the kinks early on in the season. Coach Lewis, Coach Sapp, but you can see their influence on that defense. You can see it. The influence is there, man. The havoc the hell that they create. That's reminiscent of how Coach Sapp and Lewis used to play. And Lewis, he came right after Sapp. You know what I'm saying? And but they pretty much played the same way. And yeah, man, it shows. And them linebackers, they out there trying to tattoo people. They out there laying hits out there. So yeah, man. It's yeah. So it's just don't matter. It's like, okay, you got LeJontay Wester doing this thing. Then you got Will Shepherd doing this thing. He came from the SEC, so it's not like he didn't see no competition. He did. He's battle tested as well, and you just never know. It'll be Travis doing his thing 1 minute, then you got Will Shepherd, you got LeJontay Wester, you got Horn will get into the mix. You just never know. On any given Saturday, one of them could open up and have a big game. But the most important thing is they got that balance going with the run game. And they did it early. And it opened up for everything else. That was it. Nice standard victory here. It was easy. They made it look easy today. It was easy. Easy victory. Straight up. It was easy. That's the only thing I'm going to say. I'm not taking it away from Arizona. This was easy. But yeah, man. That's pretty much it for my post game. I appreciate everybody coming in. Please give me a like. That'll be greatly appreciated. Yeah, man. If you said it was easy breezy, man, it was easy, man. Easy. This was a job. This was a business trip. Okay, it was a business trip. They went in. You said the Raiders. Okay, it was a business trip. They went in, took care of business, and they back going on the plane. That's it. It was a business trip, a quick business trip. You see, Cash Cleveland got in. I like how Shador said it. He came in and he just handled his business. That's all he was doing. He came in and handled his business. He went about his business as a freshman, went about his business with his old buddy from IMG Academy. You know what I'm saying? Just handled his business. That's it. And I like how Shador, damn, somebody did get injured because he helped somebody off the field. Yeah, the tight end. I forgot the tight end. I don't know the status on the transfer from Ohio State. The tight end, he got hurt because Shador helped him off the field. See, that's a lot of things they don't talk about Shador, how, he's a team. He's really a teammate. You see what I'm saying? When they said he went over to Zelinka and said, yo, I got you, man. You good? Because they took Zelinkus out and he was feeling like, you still good, man. We got you. You good. Just let the kid get a little bit of work, man. You good? You know what I'm saying? That's what they don't talk about. He was like, you good, man. Don't worry about it. You good. That means something. That means something. The little things like that is for me that he's beyond draftable. He's draftable. Just because of the little things, he's battle tested, stuff like that. We know he can play football. We know he can throw the ball. We know he can run the ball. We know he can run an offense. But I'm talking about the little things. He went to that school. He was like, yeah, I'm going to the school, man, to make sure this kid is all right. He was blessed for that. They were blessed for that. They weren't asking for the blessing, but they were blessed for that. And yeah, I just want to say that right there. Little things like that means a lot because kids are never going to forget that. They're never going to forget it. Like, yeah, I remember the day I met Shador and them, they came to the school and all that. You're never going to forget it. So that's what I wanted to say right there. So shout out to Shador, man. The kids never going to forget that you coming to the school. And the rest of the players that wanted to go, that went, that attended. So that little stuff right there means a lot. As long as they stay like that, man, they'll be good. In life, I'm just talking about life. But yeah, man, moving on, man. Moving on. Who's next on the list, man? That's it. It's just who's next on the calendar, man. Who's next on the calendar is Cincinnati. They're next on the calendar. That's just what it is. They're next on the calendar, so they're going to come here to Colorado, and they're going to take an L. That's what's going to happen. They're going to take an L. They're going to handle business again, take care of business, do some spring cleaning, and move them on back to Cincinnati. That's it. They're just coming to take a tour. You know what I'm saying? To see what it's like up there in Boulder. Enjoy the mountains and stuff, and then go on back home. Back on that plane, man. That's what's going to happen. This team is peaking at the right time. Yep. They're peaking at the right time. And like I said, once Travis come on back, play a full game, it's just going to be even crazier. That's just what it is. But if we still have the good thing is they got people stepping up. Because Hood ain't no joke out there. I'm just telling y'all. You see how he upended that guy? He tackled him and upended him. Yeah, man, he ain't no joke, man. He ain't no kind of joke. I saw it. He is no kind of joke. He was like, look, man, I'm going to go ahead and tackle you and throw you on down. Just like that. He just handling business today. That's all. He was just, Travis, he was like, I got you. Go ahead and take a break, man. Rest up. I got this. And I'm telling you, their star receiver couldn't even get a touchdown. And he's an NFL, they say he's an NFL receiver. Couldn't get no touchdown today. That's it. They locked him down. Okay? They locked them down, and they handled business in every facet of the game. And yeah, it was disrespectful, the little onside kick in the beginning because they trying to say the team ain't ready. That was disrespectful, it was. But they went ahead and got that ball. Like, okay, cool, we got it. All right, so now you're putting us in good field position. Now things are gonna get dangerous. So that's what happened. And when I saw that, I'm like, did he slip? Like, what's going on here? Okay, that's what they wanted to do. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. That wouldn't have mattered. That defense was just all over Fafita. They were all over him. Yeah, the Hood turned the guy upside down, man. He said, "Come here." He's like, "Come here, get late, sit down." That was it. And like Coach Prime said, Mata, he handled his business. He just went in there and took care of business. That was about it. And he walks right on off the field. He's unassuming, but he matters. Yes, he does. He matters. So, and the punter, handled his business. Almost got it blocked, but he set it in good position. I saw it. He got it off though. He's an NFL punter. He'll be in the NFL punting. You'll see him on Sunday punting somewhere. And he comes from that program out there in Australia because it was a former kicker in the NFL that runs that program out there that get Aussie football players to kick. So he came out of that system. That's why he's a little older. He went back and, perfected his craft like that and got placed over here in the United States. So that's why he's here. He was in that program. There's a lot of kickers in college that came from that program. They from Australia. So, but he handled his business. He talking about he want to play on Sunday. He want to punt on Sunday. Yeah. So if there's a team out there that need a punter, you might want to look at Mark Bassett. That's what it is. So, yeah, 'cause I believe this is last year, I think. But yeah, dynasty is happening here, man. It's just, oh man, the flood. I'm gonna close with this. The floodgates getting ready to open. You understand what I'm saying to you? And please, I just want to say this for Colorado at the end of the season. All right, let me just set this up real quick because y'all gonna have a problem. So at the end of the season, they get into the conference title game. I said when they get to the conference title game, nobody gonna have them winning it. I'm just telling you, but they gonna win it. And then get into the playoffs, they might lose, whatever. At the end of the season, please guard Coach Prime because Alabama, something's going on over there. So I'm just letting y'all know. Don't let them get to Alabama, man. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it because they're like, you know what? We want all the attention. Yeah, we want all the attention over here. Coach, you ain't got to worry about no fun. Nah, he's staying put at Colorado. I kind of like the look of him at Colorado anyway now. You know what I'm saying? It had to grow on me. But, yeah. No Florida, no FSU, no. Don't get, Let them stay with their coach, man. Because they could have hired him before, but let them stay with the coach. Okay, don't try to hire him now. You know what I'm saying? Let them stay, stay put now. So I like what they building up there. You could really stay focused up there, and play football and practice. Go to school and that's it, stay focused. That's a place you can just stay focused at. I mean, you can go to Denver and stuff and get into something, but still, they can stay focused up in that city. But yeah, he ain't going nowhere. 50. I'm just trying to be funny. He ain't going to Alabama. I'm just being funny. I'm just, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being funny. That's all. Yeah. He said he's good where he's at, man. Because somebody gonna try to bring, hey coach, can we talk to you for a second? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. Yeah, but coach, we brought something with us. Okay, dog, what you bring with you? We brought the Brinks truck outside. The Brinks truck is outside. No, I'm good, dog. I'm good though. But the Brinks truck is outside. Yeah, the Brinks truck is outside now. Yeah, just come over here with that. How you make the whole team famous? Just come over here with that. Nah, no, thank you. You know, because everybody like you when you're doing good. And what did Coach say? He said, fans only blow when you're hot. You know, I remember he said that fans only blow when you're hot. I don't know. It's a difference. He got supporters over here. I don't think you could just minimize them and call them fans. The people that go hard for Coach Prime and bought all that merch and sold out all those games, and the economy is high up there and the merch is at an all-time high. No, those are supporters. They're not fans. Those are supporters. There's a difference. You know why I say that, Coach? Because when you only won 4 games last year, all your games were still sold out. Those are supporters. They're not fans. They're not fanatics. They're supporters. That's what they are. And I just had to say that. As I thought about that, he said, you know, the fans only blow when you're hot. Yeah, fans only do blow when you're hot. I agree. But what you have up there right now, and I see how the people are vlogging on you. I see how these guys be going to the games. You know what I'm saying? And buying tickets and stuff like that and buying merch. Those are supporters. Those are supporters, man. And the people that go hard online and argue with people and go hard and stuff like that, those are not fans. They're supporters. I thought about that. I want to close on that. And that means something. The reason why, I just want to say, you supporters out there, the reason why you mean something is because those merch sales are up. The economy out there is up. The economy out there wasn't up until the supporters came. Remember, he got a lot of supporters from when he used to play sports. Because a lot of us grew up watching him. So it's a different type of fan here. It's a different type of fan that I have, that I really haven't seen in a long time. You know what I'm saying? But every school have their supporters. Every school does. But this is the first time in a while, you know, Colorado has had somebody stand down like that. You know what I'm saying? They still have their like hardcore fans that was there when they were losing. But what brought your economy up is when the new people came in. When you gain new family. When they came in, that's what brought the merch sales up. When people are coming in. You know what I'm saying? Some are just there as a spectator, but I think the majority of them, you know what I'm saying, are supporters. Now you're gonna have haters, but somebody told me, man, haters are there if you're doing something good. Just ignore them. But yeah, man, I just wanted to say that, man, because I be listening to some of the vloggers, man. They be going hard, man. They be going hard. And even the people in the audience that support the vloggers, they've been going hard. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It's definitely, you guys are definitely more than fans. You freaking supporters, man. Yes, indeed. And it's a good thing because this is only year 2. Imagine year 4. Imagine what year 4 might look like. You know what I'm saying? Even though I only live in the present, but just imagine what year 4 looked like. Just imagine when the off season, when those floodgates start to open, when all the now the players want to come up there now because they see what they did for Travis Hunter. Look how successful he is. They see what they did to Shador. They getting all the NIL money out of all the college programs in the country. You got 2 of the top NIL earners on one team. So if you're a family looking to send you got to look at business now. Now, wait a minute. It might be a good business move to come on up to Boulder. So you got to look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you a two-way star out there and you a legitimate two-way star, he definitely will play you two ways. Definitely. He'll play you on both sides of the ball. And they already have another one waiting in the wings right now that's already up there in Isaiah Harge. So there's endless possibilities, and the NIL is just really in its infancy years. It's only in its infancy years. It's only going to get better. But guys, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. I'll be back. Tomorrow. You know, to start talking about Cincinnati. You said, do you feel like the Stars have backed away this year? Did you see the last game? KG, Kevin Garnett, Rick Ross has been to the game. Westbrook was at the game last week. No, they haven't backed off. They haven't backed off. You know what I'm saying? Had the kid from Texas, the rapper from Texas, come up there. You had a rapper there last week. What's his name? One from LA. I forget his name right now. No, you have quite a bit. You had what's his name from the Dip set up there. No, they still there. They still there, man. Now wait for the big game though. Wait for the conference championship. Yeah, they are coming out in droves. But some of these celebrities though, they got a lot to worry about right now. But you got to come to my other channel to figure that out. Max V World Media. That's my other channel. I've been dwelling and belling over there for the past 8 days. That's why I've been kind of absent over here. I've been dwelling and belling over there, handling this big case over there. It's the biggest case since O.J. Simpson I'm handling over there. And I'm actually going to be going to the trial when it starts. I'm going to be going live. So make sure you check out my commentary over there. Max V World Media. Just come over there. But some of these celebrities got a lot to worry about right now. And football is the last thing on their mind, if you feel me. Because Puffy might start talking. You understand me? Puffy might start talking. So yeah, they not thinking about no games right now, brother. They not thinking about no games. Yes, indeed. Because the secret is out. Yes, indeed. But guys, MC Hammer was there. Shout out to President Obama. He said they only got one of few good players on the team. Prime was like, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Really, dog. Come on, man. But yeah, man. Guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Like I said again, thank you for